please have an interactive session, guys. Okay, fine. See, if you want to break this group plus policy, group means what? Anything or anything more than two or more. Correct? Huh? Two or more people comes together, we call it as a group. Or two or more computer comes together, that is called as group. And policy means what? Policy is nothing but set of rules. Correct? Na? Policy is nothing but set of rules, do's and don'ts. Correct, right? That is called as group policy. So this group policy is nothing but one of the feature in Active Directory, okay, where you can apply some set of rules to a group of computers and users. Now I told you GPO means it's group policy object. As the name says, it can be applied to a group of users or computers. And why do we need to apply only for the users and groups, computers? Because in order to control those users and computers from the centralized store or central place. You don't need to log into all the 1,000 computers to change the wallpaper. You don't need to log into all the 1,000 computers to disable the USB pen drive. Just go to the group policy object, right click, create a new policy, and within 30 seconds all the 1,000 computers will have the settings enabled. And imagine, I was giving an example of ransomware attack. So there was a ransomware attack happened, and suddenly a security team tells you every user should have changed the password, should change the password very instantly, quickly. Okay, and the password should be complex. It should have alphanumeric, special characters. Okay, and password length should be minimum 10 characters. I cannot call every users and tell to change the password. What we can do, I can enforce a group policy, okay, stating that all the users should change the password during the next logon. So without changing the password, the user will not be able to log into the computer at all. So it's an enforced policy. Okay, that is how this group policy, that is what the group policy, and that is how the group policy will help you in order to do the centralized administration and have it control from the central store. Now I told you there are two types of settings in with respect to the group policy. Okay, there are two types of settings can be applied in the group policy. One is computer level policy. Computer policy. Another one is user level policy. So what do you mean by computer policy then? What do you mean by computer policy, guys? A computer policy means where you can apply to the computers alone. Say for example, you have a computer. Okay, in that computer, that is a scanning computer. Okay, everybody will be taking the scan from that particular computer. Only that particular computer you can use the, anybody can log in. Anybody can log in, or in the same computer you have the scanner is there. Okay, so whoever is login to the computer, okay, they will have the same settings because that is specific to the computer, right? So no matter I log in, no matter you log in, whatever settings are there, same wallpaper, same USB settings, everything will be same, that because that you have applied specific to the computer. Here user login doesn't make any difference, doesn't make any changes, the user login. Whereas if you apply the user level policy, okay, even if the 10 user logs into the same computer, it depends on each and every user settings whatever we have applied. Okay, computer policy means common for all the users, whoever logs into that computer. Say for example, if I have blocked in a single computer, I have blocked USB because people start scanning and they will put the USB and they will take the scan documents in the pen drive. I don't want the user to use the pen drive in that particular computer, no matter which user is. He's a normal user or he is a VIP user, no matter. For me, security is utmost priority. That is why what I have done for this particular computer where I have connected the scanner, I have disabled the USB. Okay, in this computer I have disabled the USB. USB is blocked. So now there are three users who's logging in to this computer. Say for example, this is the computer. So no matter whether the user 1 logs in, no matter whether the user 2 logs in, no matter whether the user 3 logs in. Okay. For all the three users, the USB he will not be able to pen drive. I mean use the pen drive. Okay, because the pen drive is blocked here. It is not, you will not be able to use the pen drive because there is a computer policy or computer configuration which talks about disable the USB usage. That means no matter what user logs in, whatever user logs in, for them the computer settings are only winning always. Okay, that is about the computer policy. Then we have user level policies. Okay, so the same computer, you have another computer here. Okay, here for all the users the USB is blocked. Only for the VIP user the USB is allowed. Now say for example here user 1, 2, 3 try to log in, who are the common users, for them USB is not working because there I have added all the users except this USB VIP users, the USB should be disabled. Only for the VIP user the USB should be work. It should be working. Okay, they should be able to plug the pen drive and copy the data, because here the settings are specific to the user accounts, not the computers. Here the settings are specific to the users and not the computers. That is the reason when, even though the same computer is there, for the 100 users the policy says disable the USB. Only for 1 or 2 VIP users the policy says the USB should be working, should work. Then the policy will analyze, and based on that do's and don'ts and filtering, it will create an result, and based on that it will provide you the access. Okay, now so you may ask a question, sir, fine, no problem. Okay, what if there is a conflict? Means, say for example, in my example, previous example, okay, so the google.com, this is my domain, correct? Huh? So under this I have a OU called India. Under this I have a OU called IT. Under that we have users. Okay, say for example we have users. So I told you group policies can be applied at the OU level. Say for example here, this is one of the OU, this is one of the OU, this is OU1, this is OU2. Now imagine this policy tells disable USB, and now this policy says enable USB. So there is a conflict. See, this is the parent object. The characteristics will always inherited from the parents. Correct? Huh? If you look at me, you may see some characteristics which got inherited from my parents. Likewise, if you look at, you have some characteristics got inherited from your parents. Correct? Huh? And you also have your own characteristics. Okay. So here what has happened, the whatever policy will apply at the top level, that will be getting inherited as child object. That is the first and foremost thing. Whatever policies you have applied at the top level, even those policies will apply to the lower objects also. I mean at the resource level, no matter how many level on top you have 10 policies or 10 OUs, if they are nested, inherited, you will get the same settings there. Okay. So there is a conflict now. How the conflict will handle? For that there is a group policy processing order is there. Okay. How the group policy will be getting processed? Let me explain that. Okay, the group policy processing order, we will call it as LSDOU. Okay, so LSDOU, L means it is local, L means it is local computer, local computer. S means site level policies or site level. D means domain level. OU means OU level. OU means organization level. OU level. So there are 4 levels policies can be applied. Same settings can be applied at the 4 level, guys. One is, let me show you here. If you go to gpedit.msc in your computer, you just check. If you are sitting in front of the computer, press Windows R and type a command called gpedit.msc. So there also you see the first line, local computer policy, means each and every computer has got the same console. This console will be there in each and every Windows computers. And that policy says you have 2 types of configurations. One is computer configuration, another one is user configuration. If you go to users, administrative Windows settings, administrative templates, desktop, under the desktop, you see an option called desktop wallpaper. If you double click on it, it will tell you which wallpaper settings you wanted. Do you want to enable not configured option? Do you want to enable it? If you want to enable it, give the path of the wallpaper or the image that you want to send it as a wallpaper. And if you want to disable, you can disable it. Or if you don't want to do anything, not configured. So you can apply the settings at the local computer as well. This is what I told you. You can, instead of log in to the each and every computer and make the changes here. Okay, how much time it takes? Minimum 5 minutes it will take, because you need to consider entering the username, password, then the console will open, then run the command, open the settings, copy the path, put it. All this, if you consider, minimum 5 minutes per computer. This is called as local policy because you are doing this in the local computer. Next one is, you can do the same settings in the domain policy. Okay, if I open VMware, I'll show you. Let me close this one. Yeah, I'm trying to open server. Okay, we already have a domain now. We already have some domains, right? So let me open the domain, turn on the domain servers. Okay, so I will quickly log into the DC01 and then I'll go to the group policy objects. I will only show you 1 or 2. Okay, we will just write simulate while writing. Okay, sorry, I would have turned it on, missed it. Okay, so I think now it's coming up. I am having my DC01 now. Let me send Control Delete. I am logging in now, and if you observe, I am doing these settings not in the GP edit. Okay, not in the local GP edit. See what I did, I just ran gpedit.msc, correct na? If you open that, it still says, even in the server also I am having this option, it says still local computer policy. So you can even apply the settings here. Another option what I am showing from the Active Directory console. Go to server manager, and if you go to tools option here, and I told you there is a console called group policy management. You open this group policy management console, and if you double click on this forest, what is my forest name? See, my forest name is google.com. My domain name is also google.com, because as of now I have only one, I have a forest with a single domain. Correct. Now maybe tomorrow if I build india.google.com, uk.google.com, then you have 3 domains. Correct. Now, but here I have a forest with a single domain. Okay, then the both name of the forest and domain is same, google.com only. Okay, so expanding it and expanding domains. See here, I told you the policies can be applied multiple levels. One is local or local. Here you have site option. You can even create a separate policy for the sites, but nobody apply at the site level. Normally we will apply at the 3 level. You can even apply here site level, okay, but another option is there. Nobody will apply at the majoritarily nobody will apply at the sites level. We normally apply at the domain level. See, this is my domain. I have linked. See, if I just see this group policy, okay, and if I see the details here, okay, see here, link to google.com, it has applied to the entire. See, this is the link, guys. Display link in this location google.com means whatever settings you have applied in this domain policy, right, this default domain policy, see, it will go to all the computers and users available in the domain. There is no restrictions. See what has it has sent? It has sent the security information. What are the security sent? See, account lockout policy. Look at, if you see, enforce password, it's a 24 password remembered. Means you cannot change the first password until or unless you change 24 different password. That is called as password history. And 42 days maximum password age. Within 42 days you need to change the password. After 42 days the password will get expired. Okay, minimum password is 1 day. After 1 day you can change the password anytime, no problem. Characters minimum 7 should be there, and password should meet the complexity, means it should have alphabets, numerical values, special characters, etc, etc. That is called as complexity. So this is required. This is the security information. This is required for the entire domain users, correct, huh? So you can even apply that settings, whatever that group policy, na? Right click and edit. Now see, now you see the policy here. It is not the local policy. It says default domain policy applied at dc01.google.com. Here also you have computer configuration, user configuration. If you click on policies and administrative templates under the desktop, okay, under the desktop, again desktop, and you see here you have an option called desktop wallpaper here. So now you know you can apply group policy at the local computer level, at the domain level, okay. And let me create another policy, okay. I'll close this. I'll go to the India. I was talking about Bangalore, under that IT, correct, na? So here IT is there. So what I will do, I will create a policy. Already one policy is there here, wallpaper, okay. Let me right click on this wallpaper, edit. I have created today morning, okay. So if you go to policies and administrative templates, okay, and if you see the desktop, and if you see wallpaper, nothing is there. See, you have the setting but nothing is there. Now if you want to put a wallpaper, okay, what you have to do, you have to copy that IT. Let me copy this IT. I have just kept it ready to make easy. I am copying this file. What I will do, I will go to this DC01. I will store it somewhere in the D drive. I will go to D drive is not there. So let me create a disk mgmt.msc. I don't have a disk already there, but I have not created. See, 10 GB is there. It has not got any drive letter. I will just add the drive letter. Right click, change the drive letter and path. Say add, click on E. Any drive is fine. See, E drive got created now. That's all. See, now my E drive is there. I got a E drive. Let me format it quickly. Yes, I got it. The format is completed. What I will do, I will just create a folder called wallpaper. Wallpaper. Double click, paste this file. What I will do, to the folder, I will give access. Otherwise, you will not be able to read. If you don't have access, you will not be able to read. Go to security and see here everyone. I'll add everyone because this should be used for everyone. Everyone. You can type everyone under Google, everyone. Check names. See, everyone came. What kind of access you wanted? You want read and execute access. So it came automatically, apply and fine. Now what I will do, I will try to access the path of it. Let me share also, otherwise it won't be coming. Okay, fine. What I will do, I'll go to this run / dc01 / e drive $/ wallpaper, okay, slash IT. This is my path. Control C. What I will do, I will go to group policies now here, enable. I am just trying the path. You see here, example C, using the local path means C colon Windows, like that you can give. If it is a network path, it should be double slash server slash share dot file name. Okay, the same thing is there. You see, you have the server name slash drive wallpaper path is there, and then you can see here what the way you wanted, fill, text, span, what options you wanted. I wanted fill completely, the entire window should get filled with the wallpaper. Apply, okay. Now if you see the OU here, if you look at the IT, okay, yeah, if you look at the IT here, this has already got the wallpaper one here, correct? Now wallpaper one policy is there, and by default domain policy will already there, and local settings also there. Now what I will do in the default domain policy, I will disable the wallpaper weight. Then you will understand better. Conflict I will show you. Okay. Policies, administrative templates, desktop. Here wallpaper, I will disable it. I don't want wallpaper to happen. Okay, should be there. Okay, should not be there. So what I will do, now there is a conflict. Correct? Na? Now there is a conflict, guys. So what I will do, let me check the settings. Okay, if you now go to any of the users who is there in the ITOU, if you look at, he has got 3 levels of settings. One is here, local. One is local computer. We have not applied anything. The computer will go and check here first. Okay, the computer first it will go and check in the local policy here. But here wallpaper, no wallpaper, it is not there. So wallpaper in this policy it is not there. Then it will go to site level, there is no wallpaper policy, it is fine. Then it will go to domain policy and it says wallpaper is disabled here. So the computer will make a note of it. Then it will go and check for the same settings at the OU level. At the OU level, you have enabled the wallpaper and you have given the path also. So there is a conflict. It says disable, means there should not be any wallpaper, but this policy says there is a wallpaper. Then I told you, you see here, what is the policy got checked last? What is the policy which is getting checked at the end? Which level policy it is checking at the end, guys? See, first is checking at the local computer, second is checking at the site level, third is domain, fourth one is OU level. So which is the policy getting processed at the end? That is the OU level policy, correct? Huh? Whatever policy gets processed at the end, that policy will always win. Say for example, here wallpaper A should go, here wallpaper B should go, and here wallpaper no settings, here no settings. So with respect to the wallpaper, the last settings was there in the site level, and which is B. This will only win. If in case here C is there, here D is there, the D will be winning because lastly processed at OU level. So this is how the group policy will make sure which settings to be applied when there is a conflict. Okay, LSDOU, local site domain OU. 200% this question will be asked in the interview. What is group policy? Group policy means set of rules which you can apply for both computers and users. Okay, the same story here, computers and users. And there are two types of settings. One is computer configuration, another one is user configuration. Computer configurations are specific to the computer. Okay, they are common for the entire computer. If the user has got any other conflicted also, no problem, it doesn't make any difference. The computer will only win whatever settings applied at the computer level. The user level means the settings will be vary. Even the user, multiple users logging into the same computer, if they have different settings, whatever settings they have at the user level, they will only win. Okay. So say for example, for a user called Manjunath, if you disable the pen drive overall holistically, no matter whatever computer he logs in, he will not be able to use a pen drive. But for Manjunath, only one particular computer, if you disable the USB, only in that one particular computer not only Manjunath, any user can log in. For them, for him, it won't allow. Okay, because that is computer configuration. Okay, that is the two types of configurations we have. And you know the folder structure, actually we have the policy will be getting inherited from the parent to the child OUs. Okay, and how the policy will be processed. You can apply the policies at multiple level. You can apply at local site level, domain level, OU level also. So first and foremost thing is local. Whenever the computer gets powered on, it will first go and check in the local policy. In the local computer, is there any settings? If it is there, it will make a note. If it is not there, it will ignore. Then it will go and check for the site level. Is there any policy at the site level which talks about the wallpaper? If it is there, it will make a note. Okay, and that is winning. See, compared to, say for example, the local computer policy, you have a wallpaper A. B also have a wallpaper, that is wallpaper B. So here it will ignore the wallpaper A because already the second process is site level, it will make a note of B. Then what it will do, it will go and check in the domain level. Is there any domain level policy which talk about the wallpaper? It will check. If it is there, it will write the what is the wallpaper name. If it is wallpaper C, it will ignore both A and B because the latest process one is domain level. Then finally it will also check at the OU level. In all the level it will check, finally it will check in the OU level. In the OU level, if you have a wallpaper policy, yes. Then what is the wallpaper? Wallpaper D. Then it will ignore both A, B, C, all three. It will only apply the wallpaper D, which is latestly and lastly processed and it is applied at the OU level directly. That is how your computer will understand which policy to be applicable or which policy it should apply. Okay, that is called as LSDOU, local site domain and OU. So with this one, what I can do now, I can quickly go to the server. Okay, and let me check who is there in the ITOU. So if I go to India here, go to Bangalore, go to IT. In the IT, you have multiple users. See, you have cloud engineers are there, Manjunath TG. So what I will do, I will try to log in to this google.com computer, the Windows 10 computer, okay, with the name called Manjunath. Then we will see whether the policy is applicable or not. Okay. Let us wait for this to log in. I'll shut down this CDC0 and I don't need it for now. Yeah. The machine is up now. What I will do, I'll send control alt delete PASSWORD@123. Okay. So you need to normally give the domain username and password. You log in as an administrator and give access to Manjunath for this Windows 10 machine. Okay, I am not sure whether he has got access or not, but let me verify it before I log in because I can save some time. So you should always make sure you have the respective required privileges. Yeah, I logged into the computer now. Let me make it full screen. Okay. Now I'll quickly go to the wizard called lusr.mgr.msc, local user manager.msc. If you double click or if you hit enter, you will see this option. What is the option? You have opened local users and groups. You can even open that via UI. If you don't know the commands, very easy is go to this file explorer option here. This PC, you have this PC right here. Right click this PC, you have an option called manage here. Click on the manage option and then you go to the local users. See here, local users and groups, which is easy. Just go to the run and type a command called local user.mgr is easy, or going to the file explorer, right click on this PC, go to manage and then select. Correct, huh? So always commands will save lot of time. Okay, but some people don't like command, that's why it is like this. No worries. Now you have two options here. You have to understand this two. What is this two options? Okay, so let me, yep. See here, you have two options. one is local user, another one is local groups. If you create the users in the domain controller, Active Directory users and computers and the OU here, if you create a user here, okay, say for example Priya, okay, I am creating a user called Priya at the rate google.com. See here, password do not match. The password should match both the primary and password and confirm password. Okay, password at the rate 123, password at the rate 123. Oh, it's not matching. PASS, sorry, PASSWORD at the rate 123. It's matching now. And I don't want the user to change the password for now because I want to do the testing. So I'm good. See, I have just created the user called Priya. I want to give access to Priya now to this computer. She is a new joinee, okay, and you have to create a user in Active Directory. You have just created a user called Priya, and she is the new user. She is the domain user. She is the domain user. Where I have created the users in the Active Directory users and computers. You can even create Priya's account here. Where in the local users and groups. See, if you go to users, you can even create Priya here. But I don't create Priya. You'll get confused. Let me create Ganesh. Okay, Ganesh is also there. So let me create Ganesh ID here. Okay, Ganesh, and you can put the password PASSWORD at the rate 123, PASSWORD at the rate 123, and I don't want Ganesh to change the password. See here, we have created the user in two places now. One is in the Active Directory users and computer. If you create there, that will become the domain user. In the local computer also you have an option of creating the user, that is called as local users. See here, Ganesh is there here, and we created Ganesh in the local computer. That's all about the local user. Now if you look at the groups here, go to the groups. These groups defines what level of privileges you want to give. You want to make Priya as a local administrator of this computer. She can do anything and everything. If yes, okay, you would decide which access is required. Which is a backup team, then add him to the backup operator. He can do anything and everything, all the backup related operations if you become a backup operator. I don't want any privileges. I want just she need to log into this server, then give remote desktop user, RDP user. Okay. Oh, now what I will do, I'll let me click on administrator because I want to make Priya as administrator because she is part of the IT department. IT department means she will be IT administrator. She will have enough access. How to add? Just add, click on add and type Priya. You can just put one letter also. Our Active Directory is very intelligent tool. See, it will just give everything. Okay, Priya. Still not coming. Why did do? Let me enter full. Let me check what is wrong here. This is google.com only. This is in which domain? This is in Google only, no? Let me check, guys. Now what I did, I just logged in as a user. Now let me go to the local user manager.msc. I have run a command called lusrmgr.msc. Go to groups and I told to administrator. Now what I have to do? You have to add Priya's ID here. Why it is something wrong actually? See, she has got access. No, because I've added the user to the domain admin. So domain admin means he or she will get complete access of the domain. Okay, so we just have to wait for that to complete. It will take a while. First time it is creating the profile, right? So Sorry, I got. Sorry, I was talking on mute. See, the user has got access, but still she has not got access because I'll tell you here. It is not working as expected. If you look at here, I told you, right, even the policies will get inherit from the top. Here we have the default domain policy, but see here, when I look at this OU, I don't see the policy which is coming from. It is coming here. See, there are two policies are getting inherited. Okay, some issue is there. Okay, we can try to fix it tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow is our lab, right? So we will try to do that tomorrow. And with that, I think we can wrap up for the day. Already 9:30. Tomorrow we will do completely from the scratch. Okay, how to apply a group policy, how to do the troubleshooting, what are the commands that you should know. Okay, where and all you need to check. All those things can be checked tomorrow. With that, thank you so much. Thank you all for joining. Tomorrow we can connect. Okay, 8:30. See you all. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. If you have any questions, you can stay back. Otherwise, it's okay. ಇದು ಬಿಡ್ತಾ